Hi, I'd like to show you a low investment sorcerer with the intention of leveling your main account characters from 20 to 30 and soon 32. So let's just go here. There's not much investment. This is a 34-point build. There are almost no past lives. The only past lives I have are a single wizard and a single Morninglord from doing an iconic. That's all there is on the build. There's also a +8 tome. That is it. It's all the special juice that we have going here. Is a sorcerer, is a fire sorcerer. You can see all my enhancements. See all the destiny choices. See all the Reaper points. There's not a lot of Reaper points. Later we'll run a quest and show how the build performs. So Reaper points went to Grim Barricade for the hit points, and then put remainder points into Thaumaturge just to try to get DCs up. For the Destiny, I am running in Exalted Mantle and going top tier Draconic. The Exalted Mantle is for easier clears, is for a smoother experience. The build is designed to run in the 4 to 6 skull range. Also, I wanted the wings. The Draconic is for a little bit extra damage through Ruin. I took both Ruin feats, and this is going to give us a little more damage for single target, as well as dealing with problematic Reapers, so like a Despair or something. You don't have to spend your points exactly this way. I just did some of these for convenience. Some of the points though, like for Wellspring, I consider that pretty mandatory. Some of the saving throws are very helpful, but not mandatory. There are places where I spent points just because they were the best of the options that were available, and they were consistent. So like this Arcane Studies. There we go. For the enhancements, pretty standard Fire Sorc enhancements. You can shuffle some of these around. You can shuffle the meta magics around a little bit. You can yay or nay on fanning the flames, not the biggest deal. And then some people do not take the SLAs. I do take them, so that'll let the build, when I run in the occasional guild raid, it'll let it run on fumes if I have to. Eldritch Knight's pretty standard points spent. I did get the medium armor. I went all the way up to medium armor. It's pretty important. That gets the higher defenses. Then in the Fate Arc Illusionist tree, this is going to give a little bit of extra oomph here for PR MRR. A little bit of saves. I also, just because of the points available, I took the Fear immunity here instead of an augment, and also picked up some saving throws. Again, the build is primarily a solo build, so having the extra saves is pretty helpful. For gear, the weapon is at not very far on sentience, and you can see what we have going on here. Double stack Hell and Back, double stack Reverb, just for the charisma, and the rest of it's lunar magic. There's I think one extra piece of charisma for Hell and Back. I would take the extra piece for the next level up will be the other half of the raid filigree, and then it'll be an extra a little bit of, well, I think amp or something. And then eventually, once there's 4 extra slots, I'll take the little pieces out and go with autos for a lot more spell points and DCs. Going through the gear, we're going to go off of the just basic Sharn set. This is going to hit every single thing in the Exalted Mantle as well as Force for Ruins. So this piece fits in this set fits in very well in general. Going around, the artifact is Bright Gaze. The proc is not very high. The Radiant Glory proc is only like a couple hundred damage on the spell casts, but it does give the quality spell mastery and a little bit of potency. So I went with this particular artifact. It was also easy to farm, so that was another reason I went with it. Then there is a 4-piece Winter for some considerable defenses. This proc on this hat is also quite good. The Winter Court Necklace, this is Profane, so that is quality and Profane. DCs. The Greater Boon of Undeath does almost nothing, and if you're death warded, it does literally nothing. So don't worry about that. The Bottled Rainstorm is a little bit of a filler piece. I don't have any cold spells. It just fills in for 3 Autumn. The 3 Autumn gives 6 artifact crit chance. That's basically the only reason this item is here, is to get that bonus going. The artifact bonus is universal spell power does not stack with the spell power bonus from the Vestments. So then here, since we're in Flamecleansed, we have to have the cloak. The cloak also hits the light damage, so that's helpful. The light damage is from the mantle. This belt is just a tier 2 fire crit. Is all that is. Just Greensteel. This ring is a weak piece. It fills in Autumn. That's all it does. Literally all it does. Ghostly is on there, sort of helpful. It just fills in for Autumn. The Gloryborn gloves. Here's positive spell power. The light spell power is already filled in from the cloak. So basically this is getting quality DCs, or sacred DCs, and the positive spell power. The majority of the healing is from the mantle, which does not crit, so this is fine. The plus side though is that there's all 3 special types of DCs, the sacred, quality, and profane. Boot, just con and freedom, very helpful, so we're perma-freedomed. The ring, ice, I could dip into ice and it would be fine. I'd have a lot of pieces for ice, a lot of ice spell power. The more important thing why this is here is for the force spell power and lore. And then all back around the corner we have the devotion, so we're overlapping on devotion and then the healing lore. Insightful sheltering, but again it's flame cleanse, so it's just something you have to wear. So literally every single thing this build does, fire, force, light, positive, that's every single thing this build does. So this fits in perfectly. That's the equipment. I'll put in the post, the build, and then they'll let you see everything that's happening with feat selections and whatnot. Sharn welcome, 4 skulls. The build can run comfortably at 6 skulls for a lot of quests. I usually just run at 4 for my own purposes, just because it's lazy. You can watch Netflix, you can talk to somebody on the phone, you don't have to think. But if you do run a little higher, it's just not that big a deal. It can run up to 6 on its own, no problem. If you run into the Vengeance, you just gotta hit suggestion. I'll talk to her. Get that going. Alright, so this front room is actually the hardest part of the quest. Like, not memeing. So let's charge up a little bit. Then this guy. There's our self-healing at 4, which is not bad. We have pretty good self-healing. Very smooth and comfortable. We have our new spell that we can use to pretty good effect, the Trap the Soul. It's a will save. So all these guys that hold, they'll take the Trap the Soul. It's like this guy. Trap the Soul. Pretty good. If you like collecting little rocks, you can pick those up. There's not a whole lot of reason to do that. So I'm not going to pick up any of the little gems. Don't really see the need to make human bane arrows. Let's see. Oop. Oh, is he death warding? Oh no, I got him. See that? Oh, a halfling soul gem. Oh, I should definitely pick that up. Up the stairs. Boop. Gently sprinkle these guys. Spell. Oh, we're gonna get our patented DDO doesn't cast a spell. So very relaxed, very chill. A little higher skill, you would have to actually kind of pay attention. Oh my gosh, stop. Let's keep an eye out for spiders. They'll ruin our day real quick. Any spiders? Any spiders? I don't see any spiders. So there's a little bit of a crunch point. Then we're almost up for this pack here. I guess we're not going to get our holds today. They're just not going to cast. Again, not quite as much damage as Draconic, but I mean that wasn't a bad approach there in a clear. Pack clear. Here can be messy. Sometimes, but looks like that was good. We'll watch out for spiders and things. Let's see. Oh, I'm not used to the trap the soul yet. Oh, there's our spider. There's our spider. Boop. Oh, he saved. So, not unbeatable DCs, like, we're not doing bad. Again, this is a second life sorcerer. We're just cooking along. Not a lot of fancy gear. My knock is a little low to get this, unfortunately, so I'm gonna just go past it. I don't necessarily have to shrine, so I won't. I'll just click my little clicky here. Instead of shrining, it would be about as long as a shrine is to rebuff and everything, versus click this spellstring ring. Oh boy. Nice and leisurely. You wouldn't have to stop and like do all this business, but I'm choosing to do so. Get our spell crit. Alright. He didn't finger, my necro's a little soft. There's some guys I can get, a lot of guys I can't. Now we just have these little boss dudes, and just kind of plow through them here. Oh, he's up here getting me. I don't like that. That's bad. Even if he does come after me, there's a lot of PR MRR on this early lifer. So I don't even have to move. A lot of self-healing. Yeah, see the dinosaur even climbed up here and tried to get us, and he couldn't do anything. Couldn't do a thing. So now you can just kind of like, I don't know, open up a new tab on Reddit or whatever. and we're just gonna shoot this guy. Maybe I should have hit my the Wellspring to do a little bit more damage, but I mean, not a big deal. There he is, he's toast. Really didn't have any problems. I could have shrined also. Would have been fine. But there's a pretty low stress 4 clear. Like I said, you could go up a little bit and it would be fine. No fuss, no muss.